Welcome to ProPractice, your guide to piano mastery. I'm Josh Wright, and today's tutorial is the fifth video in the ProPractice Technique Series. This is a refilm of the series that I filmed back in 2014, and this has been the most popular mini course that I've ever put out. So many people have enjoyed going through all the scales, arpeggios, triads, and seventh chords that I thought it was time for a refresh. I have better mics, cameras, and lighting now, and I also teach these concepts slightly differently than I did back then. If you're already a member of this course, don't worry, everything has been updated with these new videos inside your course portal. And if you'd like to join this course, you can click the link in the description below. Today's video will be focusing on E major and E harmonic minor scales, E major and E minor arpeggios, and then major, minor, diminished, augmented, triads and inversions in the key of E, and then major, dominant, minor, half-diminished, and fully diminished seventh chords and inversions in the key of E. As always, with each of these videos, we have a unique way of practicing presented in each video so that by the time you're done with this series, you have a whole arsenal of new creative practice techniques that you can not only apply to your technique, but also to your repertoire pieces, because technique is a means to an end. It's meant to help you create great art. It's not a means unto itself. You don't get in front of a group of friends and, well, most people don't, and play a bunch of scales and arpeggios. You play piano pieces so they can enjoy them, and great pieces from the great masters. And doing these methods can help you to play with less tension, more speed, and better expression. When you're playing with less tension, you have better expression. Let's dive into the key of E major. Let's just quickly go through the basics, the mechanics of the fingering. Let's start with left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So we have four sharps. We have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And make sure to go back and review all of the previous videos up to this. All the practice methods we've gone over so far can help you to get that really smoothly. Just a reminder, each scale is made up of a group of 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. These white key scales are extremely easy because they follow the pattern of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've followed that same pattern on every scale so far for the major scales. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And putting it hands together, just a reminder, you always want to focus on where the 4 comes in each hand. Since the 4 only comes once per octave, that will be a trigger for the correct fingering sequence. So 4 left, 4 right, 4 left. You could even say this out loud like I'm doing right now. 4 right, 4 left. All right, so today's unique way of practicing actually comprises 2 different exercises. One of them is called the press-release exercise, and the other one is called the vibrato exercise. These are things that I've either made up or given to my students that I've learned from others to help them ease the tension in their hands that they hold between notes. So let's start with the press-release exercise. We're actually going to simulate tension and get rid of it so that you can feel that tension leaving. So we're purposely doing something kind of bad in order to get to a good place, okay? So it'll feel not great when you first start doing this, but it's not going to injure your hands to do this. Don't do it too hard, certainly. So we're going to press and keep pressing and then release. When I say release, we're releasing tension. We're not releasing the note, okay? So press, release, press, release. Press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release. I'll just do it for 1 octave so I don't drive you crazy. And I'm kind of giving you a visual cue going down, up, down, up. You don't need to even do that. There's just no way for you to register how I'm releasing if I don't give you that little visual cue, okay? So you don't need to be bouncing up and down on press, release. You're not releasing up, you're just releasing the tension. You're just sitting at the bottom of the key. Once I've depressed this key, it takes almost no weight at all to keep that pressed down. It's very, very light, okay? So that's what I mean when I say release. You're releasing any pressing that's going on, okay? The next step in the press release exercise is to just do press release, press release. So quicker. So press release, press release, press release, press release, press release. Okay, now I only want you to focus on the release. I don't want any deliberate pressing. Of course, we're going down to play the key, but I don't want you to go press release anymore. Okay, so all we did for the first one was like press release, a long press, and then release. The second one was just a quick press release. This time, we're just going to say release, 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 release. I think already you'll start to feel much more at ease as you do that exercise, even just for a few days. The next exercise that I like to think about is it's called the vibrato exercise, and what it helps you with is not locking into particular positions. A lot of times when we're in this position, students feel locked and then they switch positions and they go, and they feel locked into positions and then they feel jagged between positions. This is going to get you out of that, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to stimulate the vibrato that you see a violinist or cellist making, okay? So it's weird when you first do this. It feels really awkward and you feel kind of foolish doing it, but don't feel weird. All I'm doing is I'm making sure that the rest of my hand is relaxed. There's only one part of my hand that has some good tension, and when I say good tension, it just means like structure, like my hand's not completely collapsing into the key like a noodle. So I'm relaxing the whole hand. So I don't have any tension in my thumb or my second finger or my fourth or fifth finger. And my third finger doesn't really have any tension in it. It's just holding that key down. Let's go up the entire scale. Okay, now coming down, I'm going to abbreviate that even more. It's just a little twitch almost, just to remind myself that I'm not holding on to any tension. And then for these last two octaves, let's do no twitch at all, but an immediate release of any tension. So almost like a little phantom twitch that only you can see and feel, or that only you can feel, sorry. And then increasing speed. Okay, we are focusing throughout this series on going from metronome marking 40 to 60, that was our first video, all the way up to 160 for 4 notes per click. So I'm just each video demonstrating a little bit faster and then a little bit faster. Okay, so let's go to 110 for today's video. If you are on this 5th video, this is your first time going through the series, or you're late beginner pianist or early intermediate pianist, you don't even need to get to 110 your first time through this series. You can stay at 60 the entire time if you'd like. But if you're going through this and you're able to keep up with these increases in speed throughout the series, I would highly recommend it. But don't push yourself too fast too soon. Make sure you're comfortable in tempos before increasing the speed, because if you're super shaky at 100, going up to 110, you're going to have some more disasters. And then certainly when you go to 120 or 130, you won't be able to hold on. So make sure you've mastered each tempo before moving on. Let's do the 1, 2, 3, 4 method that we explored in a previous video. So 1 octave, 1 note per click, 2 octaves, 2 notes per click, and so forth. All right, moving on to E minor. So it's the relative minor of G major. To find your relative minor, you go down 3 half steps. Basically, the relative major and minor, they share a key signature. So G major has 1 sharp. E minor also has 1 sharp in the natural minor scale. For this series,